Okay, we're back at it. After that short session, I almost said short session again. Again, when did I last do that? Who knows? It's been like a week since I last played. I had a very busy week. I only worked once, but I had a lot of stuff to do at home. So I'm just happy to be back to playing this game. So this is chapter 6. We're still at the Kagurazaga Technical Hierarchy. Finish first place, 10 balloons, shoot every other team. Okay. Shoot every team, pop 10 balloons. Got it. I've moved all my stuff into a different room, so my setup is a little bit different, so I'm excited to... I've just finished today. Kamui, I found the red bijou. Good. Our work here is done. Where do you think they'll send us next? Wherever. It's all the same. We get the info, we hunt down the red bijou, we find it, and we send it back. Same as yesterday, same as always. That's our life. Do you not like it? Of course not. What's there to like? We're not free, we're not happy. I don't mind so much. Why not? What part of this life could you possibly be happy with? Well, no, never mind. I'm disinclined. You're weird sometimes. By the way, you remember that thing from before? Jet racing, you mean? Why, are you interested in that? Maybe. I've been thinking we ought to have a hobby outside of work. Never heard you say that before. Am I the weird one now? Maybe I should stop talking. Oh, no, keep going. I could even join you. Who knows, it might actually be fun. You think so? Oh, it's raining. I don't think I've seen it raining in like these scenes before. Tamaki, Misuda, you are the last jet racers left on the Kandagawa. Kurenai-san, Mamiya-san, I hope to share with you just how painfully cruel it feels to have the place you belong stolen out from under you. Unfortunately, I believe you misunderstand. Meaning what exactly? Let us skip past the abstract banter. There is one language we all understand, is there not? Yes, I believe there is. Fine, this conversation's over. Let's race. We shall make our preparations. This is it, Naruku. Our final race. Get ready. Our final race. We'll have beaten every racer on the Kandagawa after this. Even if we wanted to go on racing, there'd be no one else worth a damn. In that case, should we go looking for more? I don't know how much time we have left. We shouldn't get too optimistic. True, and the races here on the Kandagawa were all quite strong. It'd take more time than we probably have to find someone else on their level. Do you regret being with me? I have no regrets, so you don't need to fret. Is that right? Well, let's go out on a high note. It's another rainy day out in Oshinomizu's... Oh god, the downpour might even cool the racer's jets, so we're looking forward to more relaxed something. This course may seem simple, but this is a jet race, so anything can happen in the moment. She's way more excitable than I am. So they're talking a lot of talk about this being their last race, but most arcs have like 10 races in them, I think. Also, I didn't change up their costumes a whole lot. I got some alternate colors. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to shoot every other team at least once. Alright, no, don't shoot me, just everyone get ahead of me. Alright, so that's 2 presumably. I think I broke them both. Okay, that's both of them. I think the only one left I have to shoot is that one. Alright, so I'm pretty sure that's shoot all opponents. Probably should have been shooting backwards since I just passed them. But that's okay. Ooh. Yeah, like I said, it's been about a week, so if I had any skill momentum going, it's gone now. But I'm still gonna do my best. Is this a different course? You know, come to think of it, there's trophies for registering a time on each course. not a trophy for doing it for all of them, but a trophy per course, where all you have to do is go into time trial and then just do 1 lap of each course to get like 8-ish, maybe like 10-ish trophies. However, when I was doing all those, I just swore, I was like, I'll just do them all in one session. It's pretty quick to do something like that anyways. I noticed there was one missing, so I think there's, no, actually, come to think of it, I do recognize this track now. But, so there is one track that I've yet to unlock. Or I missed it somehow? I really don't think that's the case. I mean, I didn't look up, is there one that unlocks later? Because I figure there probably is, and I'll just figure that out as I go. But yeah, so maybe we're gonna see a new course that I have not seen before. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. So, after that initial hurdle, it seems like this is pretty much as easy as the rest of them now. I'm pulling way ahead of everyone. Everything's a lot easier. There's a better look at their new colors. Although I'm sure we saw them in the story. Were they even in the story just now? I don't super remember. I was paying very little attention. My brain's all busted up because it's been like a very tiring couple days. The one guy moved out, the one that is an awful person, so we're all happy to see him go, but his room was actually a bit bigger. So the landlady's like, hey, do you want to move into the room down the hall? I think it's a bit bigger. So I measured it, and it's actually a little bit longer. Not a whole lot. Although I feel like I had to have measured it wrong, because it seems a lot bigger than mine. Probably because, like, my previous room, it wasn't a proper square or rectangle. A corner was missing where the door would be. So, like, imagine like a square, but like a corner chopped off by scissors. It's kind of like that. That's where the door was. This one's actually flat, so I'm getting that corner back, I suppose. And the closet is much bigger. It's not as deep, but it's way longer. So that's kind of nice that I can actually put a lot more stuff in there, leaving me more space. And for some reason, the downstairs rooms here kind of have like this weird like built-in shelf in the wall, where it's just like, I don't know, there's just like a step, and you can just put stuff there. So the top of my TV stand is a lot less cluttered because I had a whole bunch, like all of my figures, little toys and stuff up there. But instead I put the cooler figures along one wall, because in my previous room only one of the walls was a shelf. But because this is in the corner of the house instead of along the side, it's 2 walls are like that. At no sacrifice in room size either. When I measured, if this one was bigger, I measured the floor. What, did I not shoot oh god. I thought for sure I did. Oh well. I'll come back and get it. That's what I was actually doing before this session, was just cleaning up the missions and buying a couple things, doing a couple extracurriculars for that money. So yeah, after cleaning this room, and like cleaning it really thoroughly, I'm talking till the water runs clear, because the last guy was a disgusting subhuman. Yeah, I started moving all my stuff over, cleaning every little thing I own as I go, so I could have the cleanest, most dust-free environment possible. And you know, that's every disc case, all my Saturn games, every single thing, at least dusted, a lot of things dusted and wiped. So it's really clean, it's really comfy. I had to move all my stuff myself, because I'm too cool to ask for help. It's been a very tiring week, but I just finished today. My previous room is completely empty, and I cleaned it, so we are done and comfy. Oh, and speaking of which, and we're done. We've beaten every single racer on the Kandagawa, and we've taken the place where they all belonged, with nothing but our own power. Kurenai-san, how do you feel? Your wishes come true. Are you satisfied? I'd like to know too, Kamui. How do you feel now that you've beaten everybody? I want more. I want to keep racing. I want to rush across the waterways at full speed, to feel the wind on my face and the spray of the water. I want to be free out there, all wrapped up in the sunlight. Kamui. But there's nobody left, and I don't have time to find anybody else. You really want to know how I feel? I'll tell you. I feel pure, unadulterated, perfect despair. Kurenai-san, you need not feel that despair. Right? Come on. True to form, I see. You've defeated every last one of us. Namiki, Shinjuin. I crushed both of you. Why are you here? You know why. Revenge, of course. What? See, we can't just have 6 missions or 6 stages. We need to have 10. What are we gonna do for the last 4? Okay, so reach 120. Finish without using a weapon. Okay. Should be able to reach 120, no problem. We've got a pretty decent setup, very high speed, pretty high acceleration. And not using any weapons, that should be easy too. Kamui-san, Naruto-san. We lost last time, but this time's gonna be different. Yeah, let us have a little payback. I don't understand. What nonsense are you spouting now? No one move muscle. We deserve the privilege of racing them first. Yeah, you won't get a head start on us this time. Okay, how about if we all do rock, paper, scissors? Rock, paper... Kamui, what are they talking about? Paper, after rock, Kage-sama wins. Then we shall take our place at the front of the line. Ah, oh, bummer. Namiki, Shinjuin. We already know I'm stronger than you. I showed you that already. Why would you even try to challenge me again? You know you don't have a chance. We may have lost once, yes, but what of it? Dress would never back down from such a minor inconvenience. Do you not get it? Once a loser, always a loser. There's no coming back from that. Kurenai-san, that is what you misunderstand. Indeed, we may have lost a race to you, but that is all we've lost. We all get knocked down sometimes, but as long as we can get back up, we don't lose anything. And doubly so when it comes to what we hold dear. In other words, Kamui can't take anything of you. Kamui, Kurenai-san, for what has happened to your future, I can only emphasize, and I do so deeply. I said emphasize, I meant empathize. But that is exactly why none of us should ever attempt to steal another's happiness. Instead, let us revel in each other's skills as we race. Yeah, you can't steal the concept of jet racing. I was mistaken, Naruto. Kamui? If I wanted them to abandon racing, I should have known it would take more than words to convince them. I should have crushed you all even harder from the beginning. Are you still going on about that? Shut up. If you want another race, you've got one. I'll go as many times as it takes to break you all. Come on and face me. Yeah, hokey reason to race the other racers again. In fact, because there aren't as many, most of the story arcs, you race everyone once, and then you meet them again at the tournament at the end. That was a theme that went with a lot of them, was the tournament at the end. Oh man, I think it's time to crack open a black fly. I am thirsty and I could use the alcohol. This course makes use of the whole Inoshikura Park, and in spite of all that, the park's still a pretty peaceful place. What makes this course special is its multiple routes. Take advantage of those and you'll be golden. Don't, and the competition will take advantage of you. One thing I think would be interesting is if maybe after, you know, we've beat them all, they get their revenge on us. And actually get their revenge, whereas we control them and have to beat them. Okay, so I definitely reached 120. Now what was the other one? Oh yeah, no weapon items, right. So I'm gonna go ahead and just try to pull ahead as much as I can so I don't have to use weapons. Oh yeah, multiple routes. Let's take this one. Yeah, I just hit 123 just there, so it's definitely that one. It's an easy one to get. Another reason why I am kind of annoyed, well, I mean, of course it was very difficult and very tedious work to clean everything and move everything over to this new room. And that's fine and all. Oh fuck, I got stuck in drift. That was dumb of me. But yeah, you know, it's always worth it in the end. That's the thing I really like most about cleaning, is just the satisfaction that comes with it when you're finished. And like just knowing that you're doing a thorough job of everything and that I brought no dust into this room. Because I've been trying very hard to combat dust. Let's throw that back at him. Just because fuck you. Oh no, I think I'm gonna get struck by lightning! Yeah, that's what those thunder clouds at the top are. But I really... maybe that's what the last arc is gonna be, is playing as a different one each mission or so. Because I can't imagine what it would be. Are they gonna like introduce a new team like they did with this arc? Because like I said before, these girls don't appear in any previous story. So that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, like I said, it took me about a week to finish all that. Could have done, I had one work day in there, which slowed me down a wee bit. Fortunately not too much. But you know, it's a little bit of a setback. Actual work, like actual paying work, which is nice, I guess. But I was really hoping to finish this soon, because not that I want to get it over with, but and I'm not super sure if this will even be going up before or after videos for the game I'm about to mention, but Onechanbara Origin finally got a release date, or rather an Asia English release date, so I'm very excited for that. Throw big money at importing that, about 100 Canadian dollars, so I'm not ashamed to say I'm a fucking maniac when it comes to the things I like. But oop, got a little distracted. I was looking over at my computer for a second. And yeah, like for the longest time it was just set to maybe summer 2020. And then no news for like months and months, maybe like almost a year. Because it came out in Japan in December, and it is currently September. So yeah, maybe about half a year of no news, no updates. And then like, and then suddenly it's like, hey, it's coming out in 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks or something. And it's like, oh, okay, cool, we'll play Asia, here's my money. A little pricey, but you know, you pay for the things you love, so I'm really excited to finally play Onechanbara Origins. I'm not gonna go that way this time. Did I not go that way last time? I don't remember. So yeah, I would like to finish this before that happens. Oh, more items appear. I don't think I've really utilized that one before. So yeah, very excited to play that, because you know I love me some Onechanbara. I did so much so that I translated Onechanbara Special and Onechanbara Z Kagra on the PS3, or the PSP and the PS3 respectively. Despite not speaking any Japanese. Just doing my best, and I thought it turned out okay. I'm really proud of that. It was a lot of work, but I'm glad to have done it. A little bit of a passion project. So I'm really excited to play that. And because it's, you know, based on the story of like the first 1 or 2 games that were only on PS2 PAL release. It's a remake of that story. I think also that story is the movies. So instead of comparing them to those games, which I haven't played because I've sort of played the series a little backwards, and also if they get worse than the Xbox and Wii ones, I don't really want to play them. But so yeah, I'll be comparing them to the movies perhaps. That'll be an interesting take. But enough about Sister Warriors, we need to focus on jet racing right now. Oh look, and there's all three. We get the floral. It seems like it's all these are just the floral versions of the various ones: bikini skirt, tied, regular bikini, one piece. And I took a look at the floral patterns, and they're quite pretty. That seems like that's their theme, is floral. I think one was like striped, one was polka dots, one was plaid. They are the floral unlocks. Oh, it feels good to be enjoying a cool drink after doing so much work lately. Ugh, so we lost again. So much for revenge. Oh, are you finished already? Where's all your racing spirit now? I can keep going however many times you want. I am the personification of despair right now, and as far as you're concerned, that makes me invincible. Then I am delighted to accept your challenge. We're learning more about your moves every time, so next time we'll win for sure. Kamui, you haven't taken anything from them at all. Not their spirit, or their home on the river. Nothing. Don't let them fool you, Naruku. No matter how strong they are, their hearts will break eventually. What about you, Kamui? Did you break after what happened to us? Hey, Kamui, Namiki and Shijuin made me think of something. Maybe, just maybe, we still... Don't even. Wait a minute, we're not done yet. Miss Chan and I are next. Fine then, Rin Namiki, Miss Aoi. You can have next curb stomping. Oh, curb stomping, I haven't heard that reference in a while. I don't like to think about curb stomping. It's really rough and brutal to think about. Let's all stop thinking about curb stomping. Even though it's going to be a lot harder since I made such a big deal out of it. And holy shit, is it warm in my room. I've already taken my top off. Is this going to be a naked stream? I didn't think you two would even try to challenge us again after what just happened to Shijuin. You don't scare easily, I'll give you that. Scared? Just the opposite. We saw you beat her, it hyped us up even more. Yeah, a tough challenge like you gets us all fired up. Or is it not like that for you, Kurenai? It's not that simple. We cannot lose, no matter what. You won't lose anything. You might lose the race, but nothing else. It's not like jet racing goes away if you don't win every single time. You love racing, we know that. And so do we. What do you know? You're wasting your breath. She's not going to listen. She's experienced loss on a whole other level. She and I both. We lost everything in one fell swoop. None of you could possibly understand how that feels. The only one who could understand her is me. Naruku. You might lose the race, but nothing else? If that's true, you think we could lose and keep on going? I mean, it's a moot point, considering... Right, we can't possibly lose to them. Naruku-san, we might not understand your feelings, but we can accept them. Now, let's convince her our way. We're here on the Kandagawa at Akaza... known for its many different types of curves, isn't that right? That's correct. Mastering this course means learning where and when to start your boosts. That can be the deciding factor in a race here. You know, I guess I lied. I'm not fully finished moving all my stuff over. I haven't put up all my posters yet. Only a couple. Kind of already forgot what the thing. Oh yeah, for this one it is use weapons 4 times and use 4 different kinds of weapons. So I'm just gonna use weapons as frequently as I can. Of course I'll never remember how many types I've used, because I'm not gonna notice. But if I just use as many as possible, that's kind of my way to get this one. Let's go ahead and do that. But yeah, I still have to put all my posters and stuff up. I put up a couple. One I wanted to put behind my TV stand, and I wanted to do that before moving all my figures over, because if I was to shift my TV stand out of the way to have access to the wall above and behind it, that would risk knocking a bunch of stuff over, so I did that one first. I have a framed picture of a commission I did of Sega Saturn, so that was another one I put up because when I moved all my Sega Saturn games over after wiping them all down and stuff, putting them up on the shelf and whatnot, I had to include that in the section. And that's pretty much all the poster stuff I've put up so far. Do a cool flip. Not that that takes a lot of time and effort, so that's just kind of whatever. I'll get to that when I get to it. I don't want to go off a ramp actually, because I knew it would interrupt my weapon. Does that count as using it if I only used like 2 out of like 50 shots? Who knows? I can't tell you about the mechanics quite that in depth. God damn it. I'm gonna hit that one every single time, I think. But yeah, so I still have to put that stuff up. Maybe I'll do that after this. I'm gonna be gaming with some internet boys tonight. Maybe even do an LP depending on how that game goes. I don't really want to talk about what it is in case I just choose that it wasn't very entertaining enough. We weren't entertaining enough to make it a video. It'll be a one-off at the very least, maybe. But yeah, just look forward to more stuff with friends. Alright, I'm approaching the final lap. And this is pretty much, I was talking at the beginning, I was talking about how much more difficult this arc had been. It was how it was so much more harder than the rest. And talking about how you just really pull ahead and never see anyone anymore. And that's kind of what we're experiencing now. This seems to have more or less reached that easiness that I was talking about the rest of them having. Yep, there's the third time. Third time's the charm, they say. Were you charmed by it? I don't know if I've used 4 different kinds of weapons yet. It's something that's a little difficult to keep track of. Generally, you just want to try to, every time there's a batch of items, you just want to pick one up and use it right away. Because if you have one in your inventory, you don't get another one. I believe there is a part you can get on your jet where you can have 2 at a time. But I've never, like I said, because I always pull ahead so much, it'd probably be a lot better if I was shooting those. When you shoot those little red things, it raises the other side. And there's usually a weapons or boost or something that's like worth the reward. Well, let's see if I ended up doing it. Wait, what is that? Can I take a look at what that was? Oh, so it's not even 10. It's just that many. Okay. There's all the missions. Ooh, and that's a full costume, and it's the nurse costume. That's not just a floral ripoff thing, that's a whole new thing. Hells yeah, I want to put that on somebody. Okay, so anyways, looking at that trophy sort of spoiled it, but we just beat it. That was it. So I guess we're going to be moving on to the next one. Assuming it unlocks. I mean, I hope it does. I don't know what else I'd have to do to unlock it. You don't do anything else in this game. No way. Even after all that, we still couldn't win. Chalk up another one for us. We don't need to learn a lesson about losing. Exactly. We don't need that at all. All we need is to keep on winning. Namaki and Shijun can come after us again if they want to. We'll just crush them again, however many times it takes. Sooner or later they'll lose heart, no matter how precious their favorite things and places are. One day, they'll know what it's like to lose them. Maybe they will. Naruku, can I ask you something? What is it, Kamui? How do you feel about jet racing? About jet racing? It's interesting, I suppose. I don't have any special feelings for it. So why are you still here? Just to stay with me? That's the gist. It helps to coexist. I have another main reason, I guess, but... What's that? I don't plan on telling you, though I know that's not compelling you. You get really weird sometimes, you know that. Well, Namaki, Shijun, you still want to keep this up? Of course. I just don't know how we can win. Losing over and over like this isn't particularly motivating either. Frankly, I too am afraid to go on losing. Then what the heck do we do? I can almost hear the cracks running through your hearts. Despair incoming. Oh no. Hold it right there. You two, suck it up. That's right. 'Twould be a travesty to end our tale here. Hey, hey, your girl Natsu's here too. Alone we're awesome, but together we're unstoppable. Yes, if we all combine our power, we can overcome any obstacle. You guys! We haven't given up our fight just yet. Okay, this could be interesting. You want it, you got it. Racers of the Kandagawa, come at me, full throttle. Alright, so we won, but no, you didn't win. That's their story. We won, but we didn't really win. Alright. Oh, new skins. New machine parts. New club room. That event still. New stamps. And this one. Okay, I don't think I unlocked that new course yet.